Hello, everybody. This is Sean Adams, and I am very glad that you have found this recording of the Millionaire Mind Evening webinar. Tonight, we're going to do two things. One, I'm going to introduce you to the manifestation equation. It's the way to go about ensuring you manifest what you want in your life. I'm guessing you may be here because you do not have the results. You do not have the life you know you can and should have. I'm going to give you the tips on how to do that. And after the manifestation equation, I'm also going to give you a very simple money management system that you can implement today that will help you start taking control of your financial future. So these are the two things today: manifestation equation and the money management system, which we call the JAR system, that will help you have the financial freedom you want. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome. And let me give you a little bit of an overview of who I am and why I have the right to share my information with you. For about 10 years, I was in the world of higher education. I was both on the faculty and the administrative side. And I was very good at what I did. I'd been regionally and nationally recognized for the work I was doing and my ability to do my jobs. The problem was I was working 80 hours a week. I didn't love my job. I was working too hard and didn't have time to spend with family and friends. I was significantly out of shape, and I had been basically living paycheck to paycheck. So I was doing everything right. I was excelling at a job that I was good at, which I'm guessing a lot of you may be doing, but you still aren't happy, and you may not be healthy and living the life you want to be living. So I want to show you how to have the life you know you deserve and should have. That's what I'm here for. That's the reason why I put together this webinar, and I'm here to support you in getting there. And it all started about 3 years ago when I attended the Millionaire Mind Intensive, which is a 3-day seminar created by New York Times bestselling author T. Harv Eker. Since I attended the MMI, I've lost 40 pounds in 5 pant sizes. I left higher education and started my own coaching business. And in less than 3 years, my monthly income now is twice what my monthly income was working in higher education, and that's after 10 years in the field. So my own business is bringing me twice the amount of money in 3 years what my old job at JOB was bringing me after 10 years. Plus, I have over $2,000 in passive income, and this really is the key to financial freedom. Passive income, money that comes my way without working. When my passive income exceeds my expenses, I have financial freedom, which is where I want to get you to, that point of financial freedom. But in order to achieve financial freedom, we have to talk about the manifestation equation and how one goes about creating the life they want. And so the manifestation equation is very simple. It's T leads to F leads to A equals R. And we're going to go backwards through the equation. R are your results. I'm guessing you are here because you are not currently having the results you're looking for, and that you probably want to change your results. If you found this site, you're probably not in the financial situation you want to be in, and you're looking for a way to have financial freedom. So in order to change the results, we have to look at the rest of the manifestation equation, which we will do stepping backwards. And as we're talking about this, think about growing an orange tree. The results of an orange tree are the fruits, the oranges themselves. We want bigger and better fruits in our lives, bigger, better results. But in order to do that, the tree has to grow correctly, and you have to grow correctly. And the way to do that is to follow the manifestation equation. So the first step is to look at what A is, which is action. I'm willing to bet you take action. You do stuff. The problem is you may not be doing the right stuff. And most people think, well, if I did more, I'd be more successful, which unfortunately isn't true. It's not necessarily about doing more. It's about doing the right things more. And in order to have the right actions, you have to win the internal game. You have to have the right thoughts and feelings, which we'll get to in a minute. Before you can take the right actions, you have to fix the internal. You can see the branches and trunk of the tree, but that's not really where the growth is occurring. We need to look at where the growth occurs, which are the other two pieces of the manifestation equation. So we're going to start by looking at the piece that most people skip, most people dismiss, and is truly the most powerful aspect of the manifestation equation. If you want to change your actions, you first have to start changing F. And F is your feelings. Feelings are the piece most people don't do. You have to feel like you're financially free. You have to feel what it's like to have that car that you've always wanted before you actually have the car. It seems backwards, but you have to know and feel the existence of what you want before you will see and have the existence of what you want. And this means feeling it at every level, thinking what it would be like to smell the new car smell, listening to what that car sounds like when you're driving it down the road, hearing it, feeling the touch of that wheel in your hands, tasting that lobster at the super fine dinner, tasting that high-end bottle of wine. You've got to feel it before you can have it. It seems backwards, but unfortunately that is the way the manifestation equation works. So we got to change your feelings. But in order to change your feelings, we have to look at the very first part of the manifestation equation, and that is your thoughts. In order to successfully change your actions, which would lead to the results, and in order to successfully have the feelings you want, you first have to think correctly. If you don't think you can be a millionaire, you're never going to be a millionaire. And that's the power of the Millionaire Mind Intensive. It's 3 days of working on how you think about money. When we change your thoughts, you can feel differently, your actions will be different, and your results will then be different. So if we can change how you think, it leads to everything else changing. These are the roots of the trees. When you have a good, strong root system, the tree grows stronger and you end up with bigger, better fruit. So let's change how you think about money. And the best way to do that is attending the Millionaire Mind Intensive. And I'm going to give you a way to attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive for free, which is an $800 value coming up in a little bit. But right now, I want to talk about how you manage your money, which I'm going to talk about the JAR system. The JAR system is a simple money management system that will let you take control of your money and lead you towards financial freedom. It's very simple to do. It will let you implement. You can implement it today. It can change your life because I know because it's changed mine. And all you have to do, nothing complicated, you just start managing your money by putting all of the income you have now into 6 different categories. It's really that simple. Divide your money up over 6 different categories, and you have a money management system that can work, that will change your life, and that will give you the ability to achieve financial freedom through simple money management. And in order to get started, we have to look at what is the first category of the JAR system. This first category is very simple, and I'm guessing it's where most of you put most of your money and where most of your expenses are. And that's okay. Our goal is to get it down to 50 to 55%. And that's your necessities category. And it's exactly what it sounds like. This covers all of your basic necessities: food, clothing, mortgage, car payments, insurance. These are the things you have to spend money on in order to function, to live, to have your life the way you have it. I'm guessing for a lot of you, this is probably closer to maybe 90–95% of your income right now. And that's okay. We're going to, through the JAR system, move you to the point where it's just 50 or 55%. So we're going to get you there over time. We just have to, I want you to know this is the goal of getting your necessities down to 50–55%. Eventually, you can get there by implementing the JAR system. And in implementing the JAR system means you start taking the money you have and dividing it between the 6 categories. This is the first category, and you want to get it down to 50–55%. The next category is 10% of your income, and this is the category that we call LTSS, or long-term savings for spending. The key here is this is where your big ticket items, that large screen TV, that vacation, will come out of. The difference is, instead of buying the large screen TV and then paying it off over time, you don't buy the large screen TV until the money for it is in this account. So by putting 10% of your income aside, you may have to take, say, 10 months to build up for that new large screen TV. That's okay. It does 2 things. 1, it keeps you from putting it on a credit card. And 2, it reduces the impulse buys. you're not going to be spending large sums of money on those big ticket items if you can't until you have the money in your LTSS account. So start saving now for those big ticket items and then pay cash for them. It will change your life dramatically, and it will keep you from spending large sums of money on big ticket items. So put money aside into LTSS and know what you're putting it aside for, that new computer, whatever it is. The next category is education, and I firmly believe this is important. You must continue to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. Grow. Continue to learn new things, but don't attend courses unless you can afford them. The Millionaire Mind Intensive is an $800 value. So you could start putting money aside for education by putting money aside till you have $800, then attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive. Later on, I'm going to show you how to be able to attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive for free as my gift to you for you having found this webinar and listening through the end. So put 10% of your account aside and start putting it aside for further education. It doesn't have to be for the MMI because I'm giving that to you for free through a link you will learn about at the end of this webinar. So 10% goes towards education. The next category is my favorite category, and it is giving. It is always putting others first. 5 to 10% of your income should go to helping those who are less fortunate than you, who need something. It's kind of the Christian concept of tithing. And the power of this is when you can get out of your own money worries and focus on those who are even less fortunate than yourself, it helps you realize you are in a place of abundance. If you have a roof over your head, giving to the homeless lets you realize that you are in a place of abundance. You're lucky and you have a blessing other people don't have. And this give category can be either in money or in time. If you don't have 5 to 10% that you can give through money, give your time. Volunteer at a soup kitchen. Volunteer to help build houses through Habitat. I don't care how you volunteer, but somehow give 5 to 10% of your money or time to others. It will help you realize the abundance you currently have in your life, which will change your mindset drastically. The next category, which is play, really changes you and your world as a person in the world of a millionaire. This is the category that helps you live the life of a millionaire. You have to take 10% of your income and blow it every month on a millionaire lifestyle. That could be a limo ride to the airport. That could be taking that first class ticket. That could be buying that bottle of wine from the menu that isn't the cheapest, it's the one you want. It could be buying that fish that's listed as market price. Stop buying chicken at dinner. Treat yourself to the left side of the menu as we talk about it, or the right side of the menu, the expensive side of the menu when you go out to dinner. You have to spend this 10% every single month. Treat yourself like a millionaire. It will change your mentality. It will change how you live, and it will help you understand you have a right to live that way. The more you live that way, the more you get comfortable with it, the more you start doing what you need to get there. The next category is your financial freedom, and this again is 10%. You'll notice these are all 10%. It's really easy math. Financial freedom account, you never, ever, 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 ever spend. This is your golden goose that lets you grow your financial money. So this is where you put the money aside. This is where you never, ever spend this, and grows and grows and grows and grows over time. And this is that category that just you use for creating more passive income to create more financial freedom in your life. It's an amazingly lovely, wonderful, powerful thing to every month look at this and just see it growing and growing and knowing that's money that supports your financial freedom for the rest of your life. So never, ever, ever spend this account. Only use it to grow more passive income. That's the key to financial freedom. And if you take 10% and put it aside, it will grow over time in a really powerful way. So start using this today. Divide your money up in the way I discussed. If you have to go back and listen to this, you have the link to this. You can listen to this site again. Divide your money up that way. And also attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive. It will help you change how you think about money and make it easier. Or go to my website, whatisfinancialfreedom.com, to learn other techniques and tools for financial freedom. There's a lot of ways of developing and growing financial freedom. I have a bunch of them at What is Financial Freedom? And for me, part of the power here is the fact that I give you lots of tools, either ways to outsource, ways to get rid of doing the things you don't like to do so you can focus on the things you're good at, creating your own monetized website, creating your own membership site so you have recurring passive income. There's tons of ways of doing financial freedom through the internet and other ways. I have tips for that everywhere on What is Financial Freedom. And as I said, I want to gift you guys the opportunity to attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive. So if you notice and you look here, there's a website here. Go to that URL. That URL will give you and up to 9 other people the access to the Millionaire Mind Intensive for free. So go to that URL now, sign up, and attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive for free. Thank you, and good luck.